Enough! Your Majesty. Hold on a second. Stand up.
Welcome to Slowjamastan.
San Diego-based DJ who has spent his life visiting just about every country in the world decided to create one of his own.
Slowjamastan.
He has declared independence from the United States of America.
Yeah, it has its own borders, government currency, and national anthem.
Believe it or not, this is a real thing.
What is Slowjamastan?
Officially the United Territories of the Sovereign Nation of the People's Republic. We wrote letters to Mr. Biden, say please help us stop the Crocs invasion. Completely ignored us. I asked the people if we should wage war, but the people said no. Sultan, we annexed some land from America. It was a peaceful takeover, and we outlaw Crocs.
So what was in your mind?
We did not think Slowjamastan through very well.
The inflation already hit your country.
Unfortunately, yes.
We realized we looked at the tax system. There is none.
Do you guys believe in democracy?
Absolutely not. Dictatorship. There are certain days I pass it on the suggestion box.
He's a self-proclaimed dictator.
How many citizens you guys have?
Over 18,000 and counting. More citizens than 2 UN recognized countries.
Do you consider yourself a good leader?
I will ask the people. People?
I would have to agree.
Do you have a first lady? Sultan, Your Majesty, Chief, thank you for being here. How was your trip from Slowjamastan?
It was to me it was a beautiful trip. It always is. What about you, Sultan?
Always uneventful taking, how do you say, a road trip
Road
to
trip,
America.
yes.
We had minimal problems crossing the Slowjamastan border into America.
Yes.
Minimal disruptions. So far, how do they say, smooth sailing?
Smooth sailing, yes.
Just like that.
I saw your advanced type of security with
Yes.
your Secret Service agent.
That is a not so secret service agent.
Did you meet Michael?
Not
He
so secret
cannot keep a
service.
secret to save his
Right.
life.
How do you feel about the service?
The service is also so-so. So it's very hard to find good help here.
Yes, but I saw your ladies. Your ladies were enchantable, yeah?
Yes.
You know,
That's the beautiful lady that come from Slowjamastan?
beauty of well, to be honest, they are imported. But,
Imported from where?
from
We were
Mexico.
recently
From
in,
Mexico.
we went to Mexico recently, so yeah, we'll give the details out.
Oh,
But
okay.
Let's just say that we have
import
lots,
export.
we have lots of opportunities in Slowjamastan.
Lot of
Yes.
opportunity.
Welcome everybody.
All right, so tell me, everybody's curious to know, what is Slowjamastan? It's a micronation, right?
We don't like to use the word micro because
No.
it means small.
Yes.
So who wants to be small? Yes.
Right.
Small things around here.
What's fun about that?
Slowjamastan, officially the United Territories of the Sovereign Nation of the People's Republic of Slowjamastan. But you can just call us Slowjamastan. A very proud country. We declared independence not so long ago. It was a beautiful sunny day.
Yes.
December 1st, 2021, with my chief here, we broke ground.
Wait a minute, isn't that your birthday? December 1st? Or was that just coincidence?
Also my birthday. As well.
Also your
So
birthday.
we can have a big parade. It's, it's
Coincidence!
It's a double-edged sword. It's like the people who were born on Christmas, they
Okay.
get screwed because they only get one present. So it's my birthday. It's also Independence Day.
Yes.
People are like, here's for both. They give me a little toaster. So. But anyway.
So what was in your mind back in December 1st, 2021? Why do you guys start up with this Slowjamastan? Like, what's going on with
You want to
this?
get this serious this quickly? We can do it, but... okay. It's kind of
Are you removing the glasses all of a sudden?
Are you getting hungry or something?
Like, hold on.
It's. I don't want to bring the podcast down, but in your country, America, we noticed a severe problem over the past decade.
Yes.
A certain footwear. Do we even recognize them by calling them shoes for time purposes? I'll just say shoes.
Sure, whatever.
Big rubber clown shoes with holes in them called Crocs.
Crocs.
And
They look like Swiss cheese.
you know, it used to be that only the weird person in class, maybe the non-attractive, bigger ladies
Yes.
would wear the Crocs, the weird people, librarians, etc. No offense, librarians. But over the past 10 years,
Yes.
the Crocs pandemic has spread to the cool people as well.
Okay.
Yes.
Even like Justin Bieber and some of the cool rappers.
Yeah.
Very sad.
The hip-hop people are supposed to be the coolest people in culture, and I see these guys wearing Crocs. So look, it was a plague. It plagued America. We had two choices. Okay, number one, we could have a violent overthrow, but we are peace-loving people. So we took pen to paper, and we wrote letters to our local and national law enforcement, politicians, government, even all the way up to the White House, to Mr. Biden, to say, please help us stop the Crocs invasion. Those letters fell on blind eyes and deaf ears, completely
shame.
ignored us. So we talked about rebellion and a big march and protest. But it was one day that Mark said, Mr. Sultan, well, my name was Randy back then.
Back then.
Yes, it
back
has
then.
changed.
Why don't we make our own country and we can outlaw the Crocs?
Absolutely.
And so we did just that. We annexed some land from America. It was a peaceful takeover.
Peaceful takeover.
Yes,
take
of course.
over?
Okay.
We're the peaceful people. We do not
Alright.
like to be too violent.
And
Okay.
Before you know it, it's our own country, and we outlaw Crocs and many other things too. You done it, Mr. Ruta? Do you wear Crocs?
I do not. No,
Oh, thank
no,
goodness. I
absolutely
thought we were
not.
going to have
I'm
to get a little
Italian.
bit
I like
violent.
style, as you can tell.
Yes,
and
you're
Crocs is
very stylish.
definitely not girls-oriented. Meaning, I cannot, date anybody if I wear a Crocs.
Perfect.
So
Love this guy.
We were talking about earlier in the green room. We were talking about Milan, and that is the fashion capital of the world.
Yes.
And my question is, have the Crocs infiltrated Italy? And
Unfortunately, yes.
how would the Italians ever do this?
Some Italians are not so fancy, but it's we have to making sure that we can come up with some type of invasion. Yeah, we have to making sure
like
that we
it.
are putting some law outside the Slowjamastan. Maybe in Italy. What do you think?
Well, speaking of laws, I'll tell you, it started with the Crocs, but the good thing about your own country is that you can make your own laws.
Of course.
So,
Yes.
for example, many of the things that are, how do you say in America, pet peeves?
Just the pet peeve.
The pet peeves?
Something that
Okay.
bothers you a lot, that
Yes.
sits on your mind.
For example, in America, the people here, well, I'll tell you what, string cheese, do you have it?
Not right now, please. We're doing a podcast.
Turn it on.
Jess, I have the string cheese. Jess,
right.
you want to start with that law?
I want to test this man first,
Ah,
and perhaps
okay.
the podcast will be over if he does not pass the test.
We're going to find out.
You're
Shall we do
from
it?
Italy, you like cheese?
I do like cheese.
One of
Yes.
Italy's
Perfect.
finest, it is...
Let me give you the finest American cheese. It's American, correct?
It is from Kraft, I believe.
From Kraft, okay.
Thank you. It's really, really warm. It's slightly warm.
I'm sorry, it was in my vest, so
Oh,
I do
okay.
apologize
Okay,
about that.
okay.
But before you open it, the Sultan
Yes.
wants to tell you a little bit about the string cheese.
Tell me what's
I
going
just
on.
want to watch how you enjoy
Oh,
it.
just enjoy. Okay, so go ahead. Enjoy your
Do you
string
want me
cheese.
to enjoy in the American way?
Just tell me how you eat your string
How you
cheese.
do it.
I see. Well, I don't really eat this. I eat like Parmigiano.
My friend, less talking, just eat it.
Yes, tell me
Okay.
how you eat it.
I see people eating like this.
Oh!
It is over. Podcast over, please.
Podcast is done?
I'll tell you, no, hold on.
What is the secret?
What's
What's
going on?
Hold on.
What happened here? What happened?
Hold on. That's why we brought the ladies. First of all, you look like a barbarian eating us. It is called, my friend, it is called string cheese. I do not see any strings. I think we should have the lady show Mr. Marco how it's done.
I think so. I do not know how a well-dressed man can eat like a barbarian. I'd like to see the ladies
I
teach
never
him.
ate this one, to be honest. That was my first time trying this type of finest Galbanino cheese.
Yes.
Galbani cheese.
my heart is
Usually I have
something-
a Parmigiano, a Brie, different type of cheese, a little bit more. But
Hold on.
Tell me.
I think
think
we
the
have we have a cheese snob on our hands.
you wanna show me? You wanna show me how it's done?
Have you had grilled cheese before?
Grilled cheese.
Yes.
Once. Not too fine.
We'll show you how it's done. Watch and learn.
Okay.
Watch the ladies. She's
Okay.
going to teach you.
Wow. That was an incredible demonstration. Wow, that's what you guys practicing every single time in Slowjamastan?
That was a sexy string pulling, I gotta say.
Well, yes. I'll tell you what, we've had a little problem with the manufacturing in Slowjamastan.
Okay.
It's a brand new country, and how do they say in your country, Rome was not built in a
In
day.
one day, yes.
So we're going very slowly. So actually, the string cheese import, we have a deal with Costco.
Yes.
We made a trade deal, I think last year. They actually gave us a card, and it allows us to go into Costco and take advantage of their specials.
Oh, okay.
So yes. Anyway, that
It's
is
a
the law.
VIP card they give us, correct?
So that's one of the laws that you guys have to don't eat cheese the way that they eat.
Correct. Not
Now,
like you don't chomp it like a barbarian. You have to
Okay.
pull it just like the lady
Pull it
did.
slow.
She pulled it very, very
Okay.
gently and lovingly. That's how you eat this string
and now
cheese.
what happens if someone within your country eat the cheese the way I did as a barbarian?
Unfortunately, we have to arrest you and possibly slap you with the cheese to teach you a lesson.
Slap me with
Of
the
course.
cheese. Okay.
Of
Thank
course.
God I'm not in your country right now.
Exactly.
And that's why you guys have a gel over there? Do you guys have a gel?
Well, we have a...
Is in development? What's going on?
Do you know what a stockade is? Stockade is where you put your head and your
Yes,
arms.
yes, I
what
heard
it is
that.
called?
It is called in Slowjamastan, we call it the Crocade.
Okay.
That is where the infiltrators of Crocs who get arrested go. We put them in like that. We
Yes.
put their heads in.
For a long.
Yes, we forcibly remove the Croc from their feet and we hit them them over the head to teach them a lesson with a dirty croc.
For how long they're gonna stay in that
Depends
position?
on how ugly the Crocs. If they have lots of the gibbets on there, or the little pins.
That is true. That's it. That's right. The more pins there is, the longer you stay, and then we have to force you to listen to the Kardashians for 24 hours and watch it for 24 hours with noise canceling headphones.
Torture.
Yes, it's lots of
that's
torture.
a bad torture.
Yes, lots of torture, my friend.
So 1st December 2021, you guys like, fuck, I hate Crocs. I want to build my own nation. I want to build my own rules. I want to build my own laws. I'm gonna take peaceful part of the United States of America land. Where is it located again?
So it was a peaceful annexation.
Okay.
It is located about 73 miles east of the American city of San Diego, California.
Okay.
The interesting political situation is that we are a country surrounded by another country.
Okay.
It is called an exclave, and there are other exclaves in the world. Vatican City, for example, surrounded by Italia.
Yes.
Lesotho is surrounded by South Africa.
Yes.
And so on. So, possibly sometimes a tense situation, but so far we have been able to avoid violence and to make people smile. Yes.
Yes, of course.
Fantastic. But what is the idea of this beautiful project that you guys are running? Because I'm pretty sure you guys know, back in 1968, May 1968, in Italy, there was the first micronation.
Rose Island?
Rose Island.
Yes, of course.
And I watched the movie, I was like, wow, that's fucking mind-blowing. And you know what happened, actually? This guy, Giorgio, he was an engineer. He went to the NATO because he wanted, he believed it so bad. He went to the NATO, Italy, because really, realistically, they couldn't do anything because it was international ocean.
Yes.
But Italy at the end ended up bombarding the island.
I do remember that. I remember reading about that. Yes.
Do you think something like that can happen sometimes?
Well, I'll tell you. Right now, we are not afraid because the worst they can do is bring the bulldozers in.
Okay.
But all they are going to be able to do is push it on sand.
That's it.
So let us wait till the things are built. We have many plans for infrastructure.
Okay.
And then we will have a lot at stake, a lot to lose. For example, we've been working furiously and fast on the lazy river.
Okay.
From Slowjamastan. Very hot in Slowjamastan.
Yes.
So we're working on the lazy river. It's in our visions.
Yes.
Also an interactive armadillo farm.
Okay.
Because what fun is an armadillo farm if you can't interact with them
Sure.
as well? If you are hungry, of course we have.
Of course, the Mongolian barbecue.
All you can
Yes.
eat. Because
All you can eat.
Lots of people on the keto diet. So, look, it's all about the grand plan, the grand visions as well. First, we have to figure out the plumbing and electricity situation.
Of course.
But again, we are working hand in hand with our allies from America to, have a good exchange of hopefully trade as well.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So far, so good.
Gotcha. So what's the plan for infrastructure? What you guys are planning to do of that? Like a museum? What you guys planning literally to have people living over there? What's going on?
Well, first the lazy river, because
Lazy river.
if you live there, it's very hot.
Of course.
In Slowjamastan, the hot America wind blows in. Always 74 degrees in Slowjamastan, but sometimes the American wind pushes in. Like
Something
I said,
we have to work on. We might have to get our own fans to push it back.
Of course. So I say, look, that's a good idea.
Yes.
Write that down. Hold on one second. Own
A
fans
fan, our own fans
push
to
it
push the American air back.
Just very good. No, but about living. No, perhaps, of course. There are many ideas we have. Luxury apartments as well. Perhaps we watched the show, the American show called, I believe it's called The Teeny Tiny Homes.
Okay.
With small homes.
Yes.
Those tiny homes, you've seen them before,
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah.
We also saw, how do they say in the South? They have the trailer parks.
Yes.
I don't know if we want to be a little bit classier than that.
I believe so. That the trailer park is not so much what we want to do. Maybe containers
But look,
is one way to go.
Endless possibilities. Teepee, wigwam,
Sure.
air-conditioned tent. We'll see.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so there is plan in the future to have number one, the next great event happening, I believe, is going to be the Lazy River, right?
Yes.
We'd
So
like
as
it to be, yes.
an attraction for
We'd like
people
it
to
to
be
be, of
there.
course.
All right, and they can enjoy a little bit, right?
But technically, the Lazy River is open right now, but there's no water in it.
No water.
So
Lots of dirt.
basically, you would put your tube on, you would swimsuit, lots of, how do you say, sunblock?
Yes.
You sit in your tube, we hose you down,
Okay.
but it's the epitome of lazy because you just lay there and relax.
Think of it like almost a. Do
It's
you
a
remember?
born in li- it's a born in li-
Do you remember the slip and
river.
slide? The slip and slide. It's
Yeah.
just a platform. And you
Okay.
just sit and get wet. It's about the same thing.
Guys,
Almost the
would
same
you guys
thing.
charge?
Without the slide?
Would you guys charge people for this or no?
Well, let's talk about that. You were asking about the infrastructure.
Yes.
We did not think Slowjamastan through very well.
No, we did
because
not.
We started spending and spending and spending.
How much you guys spent so far?
Too much, I don't know.
Yes.
But a very lot of money, of the Sultan's money, of course. And then we realized, we looked at the tax system. There is none. And so 18,000 citizens later, they are leeching off the social services of
Yes.
Slowjamastan. Not sure how we're going to get out of that. To make a little money back, we do sell merchandise.
Okay.
We sell passports.
Okay.
Collect our double set. This is the cash we have. It's called the doubles.
Okay.
Bumper stickers.
Coins?
And, coins as well. We had some calculations earlier today. We were doing the budget, and we will break even because Slowjamastan now is teetering on financial collapse.
It's also tottering
But
as well.
teetering on,
Yes.
on the brink of bankruptcy.
Okay.
Very close, my friend. On the line.
All
Very
we
thin.
need to sell, no, but there's some good news. The rainbow at the end of the tunnel is all we need to sell is 400,000 bumper stickers. and
That's all. Only 400,000.
We'll break even.
Yes.
So if
It's very optimistic. I love it.
half the people listening to the podcast order a sticker at slowjamastan.org, I think we can breathe easy and another
How much
year,
does a sticker cost?
$5, I think, yes.
$5.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's a beautiful, big, beautiful sticker.
Good price.
Yes.
Okay. So inflation already hit your country.
Yeah, yes.
Unfortunately, yes.
What's your inflation rate at the moment?
Don't ask.
It was very eye-opening. We're like, don't ever mention this again. Let's
sell-
just get to the sticker selling.
We'll sell some stickers and yes, you
Got
can
it.
buy
Some passports.
passport as well, yes.
So, but for you, so coming back to the Slowjamastan, right? We are gonna have a lazy river and then probably an attraction, or people can live there like an hotel. What do you guys tell me a little bit more about this? Like some people are like, hey, but what's going on with Slowjamastan? Is this real? Is not real? Is Slowjamastan real?
I love that question because many people, even today, it happened to us today while we were in the American restaurant, they were asking if it was real or not. You know, we tell people, yes, it is a real place. You can go and visit Slowjamastan as long as you have your passport.
Yes.
We have cameras out there to watch what is going on. We have the square. We have states out in Slowjamastan. The Sultan is the first one you see. Yeah, oh, sorry, it's this one, like this. Yes, not this one. This
Like
one.
give it some
Yes,
money?
Correct.
Okay.
Welcome. Yes, welcome. It says welcome.
Okay. I thought like, please give me some
Of
money.
course.
Inflation is
Well,
real.
Yes.
Look, if anybody believes it's not real, all they have to do is ask Jeeves or go to Alta Vista search
Yeah.
on the computer or Yahoo, and you type in Slowjamastan, and all of the news reports and the videos and
Yeah.
the photos. It is a real place. You can go to it. Lower your expectations. We had visitors from Turkey. They come last weekend and they sent me a text. We are here. There is nothing here. We are very disappointed. And so do some research before you move the family out there. But we do have Independence Square,
Yes.
which is where we celebrate the independence. There is a small monument
Yes.
celebrating the raccoon, which is the national animal.
Why the raccoon?
The raccoon, well, it is endemic to our land. So I'll tell you what, that is a good question. You asked me that earlier today.
Of course, I did ask you that earlier today.
Look,
what a coincidence.
I'll tell you the first choice was a panther. And then
Okay.
an elephant, because elephants are strong and they have
Yes.
a very long trunk to
Yeah.
slap you around. We even talked about the aardvark, or basically a cooler animal, a flamingo possibly. But then we said, let's be honest with each other. Everything we do is real in Slowjamastan. So we study the etymology of the land, and the raccoons, one of the few species that can live on the tough terrain of Slowjamastan. So it was either the raccoon or the ground rat. And who wants to have a rat
Of course.
for a...
What's fun about a rat?
So it's a raccoon.
Are you guys thinking to start a farming of a raccoon and selling raccoon from Slowjamastan?
Ooh, farming raccoons and selling raccoons. Well, my sidekick is Slowjamastan. He is the raccoon, so he might become a little bit jealous if we start
mascot?
doing that. The mascot, yeah, his name is
Okay.
Slowjamastan.
Okay.
He's the raccoon. You can see him on the portapatrol.com website. He is
Yes.
there. But yes, I don't know how we would feel about that.
I believe the raccoon is sacred and is not
Yes.
to be shared like a puppy meal.
I have to agree. Yes.
Got it.
Yes.
So, but I'm just really curious. Now, Slowjamastan, fantastic nation that you guys are building, infrastructure coming up little by little.
Very slowly.
Very slowly.
Yes. Emphasis on little by little.
Little by little. What's the next 5 years going for Slowjamastan?
of course.
Are you thinking to literally going to flip and sell the land maybe to someone else?
I will die on that hill.
No, of
course.
Never, unless the price is right and we talk about it. Yes, but look, it's about citizenship. And
Okay.
right now, I'll tell you that Slowjamastan boasts more citizens than 2 UN recognized countries. Okay.
Say one more time.
Slowjamastan has more
Yes.
citizens registered than 2 UN recognized countries. Of
How
the
many
world.
citizens you guys have?
Over 18,000 and counting. It
Damn.
is teetering on 19,000 registered citizens. None of them live in Slowjamastan quite yet. Again, the electricity and plumbing problems, the issues. But they are waiting to go. The family have the bags packed. And
Yes.
I'll tell them, in good time, my friends.
Okay.
So, but to answer your question, we
Yes.
want 1 million citizens.
1 million citizens.
Yes, we want the most beautiful and brightest people of every country. We
Okay.
are very inclusive. You have
Okay.
not asked me about the accent quite yet.
Yes.
But the national language is...
It's English with a GFA,
What
which
does
means
GFA stand for?
General Foreign Accent.
It is
Okay. So
inclusive.
everybody must to have an accent?
Must.
I mean,
if they're going to be part of
let's
Slowjamastan,
try it out. At least make an effort. Yes.
make an effort.
Okay.
Yes. of
So I
course.
would be a good fit.
You are a perfect fit, my friend.
Perfect fit.
Yeah, I feel like we're already in Slowjamastan when we talk to you.
Last year, the Sultan, not to toot my own tuba here, but the Sultan finished a mission to see every country in the world, 193 UN nations. So basically what I did is I listened to the accent of everywhere from Sri Lanka to Uzbekistan to Guatemala. We put them all together.
And make your own.
Come out.
Yes.
That's why everybody is included. But to answer your question, 1 million citizens. We want the good people. We want people that enjoy, that like to smile, like to sing and dance, enjoy the fine things in life, like
course.
to eat, but also not afraid to pick up a shovel and help build their country. A wise man once
Dig a
says,
few holes.
ask not what Slowjamastan can do for you, but what you can do for Slowjamastan.
Correct.
So we welcome everybody.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Do you guys believe in democracy or just pure dictatorship?
Absolutely not. Dictatorship.
No, dictatorship.
Look, we spent many months and lots of money building Slowjamastan, and who are we to let some person ruin it in one
course,
day?
of
Yes,
course.
we see what's happening to America and some other places. So the Sultan rules with a strong fist. However, there are certain days I pass around the suggestion box.
Okay. So certain days.
Certain
Depend
days.
how you
Yes.
feeling.
Well, look, we had a little people got to vote on the name of the raccoon.
Correct.
I personally, I wanted to name the raccoon Ethel.
Ethel?
Ethel.
Yes.
Ethel.
Ethel.
Okay.
It's nice.
But the people spoke. It was his fault for giving the people the
Slowjamastan.
ability to vote. That's what happens. And the people spoke and they called them Slowjamastanli instead.
I asked the people if we should wage war on the neighboring town of Yuma, Arizona.
Okay.
And it was a resounding, no, let's have some peace. So it's a peaceful nation. Once again, lots of good things we could have taken from Yuma. But the people said, no, Sultan, no peace. Well, peace is first. Also, the national Olympic team we're putting together is a Red Rover. You're from Italy. Do you know Red Rover?
No, I'm not.
Okay, you lock arms. And it's an elementary school game from America. You say, Red Rover, San Marco right over. And then you run and you try to break the chain.
Okay.
It's called Red Rover.
Okay,
it's an
Red
American
Rover.
game. So things like that. But for the most part, yes.
Gotcha.
Dictatorship. They call me the notorious DIC.
The notorious DSC. Okay. Do you believe in equality?
I put the dick in dictator. Let me tell you.
So do you believe in equality between man and woman?
Now let's get serious. You're going down the hill to talk about something serious about equality. Well,
Yes.
Absolutely. Of
Tell
course.
me, Your Majesty.
So number one, absolutely. However,
However.
going to speak on it for a second. I would like to say that there is a problem in America.
Yes.
Okay? And one of the problems is, besides the Crocs and the string cheese barbarians,
The feet on the dashboard, there's a big problem as well.
problem in America.
Yes.
Everybody is hung up on labels.
Yes.
Okay? Everybody is, look, I am an African American, I am a Italian American, a
Yes.
Mexican American, or I am LBJ.
LGBTQ,
BTLQ, I forget.
All of
There's too
that.
many letters.
BLTs and
The BLT, I think, is what it is.
LGBTQ.
I will-
Yes, I think that's the one. Very complicated.
Okay.
or they say I'm Democrat, I'm Republican.
Yes.
They say all of those things first before they say I am American. And my friend, that is a problem.
It is a problem.
So to answer your question, yes, everybody is equal with the exception of the people wearing Crocs and biting cheese. Everybody is equal in Slowjamastan. However, no labels are allowed.
Or no labels.
So you're going to cross the border. There is a literal line in the sand. You're going to cross into Slowjamastan. I want you to leave all of your labels behind. And we are all Slowjamastanis. You understand? All of us. So not only is everybody equal, but we're all Slowjamastanis.
So
Correct.
pretty much is a way for you to say, hey, let's not be divided. Let's be all part of a nation. And if you guys cannot get your shit together and getting like all divided and right and left, come to Slowjamastan.
Yes.
We all a community.
Absolutely.
So it's more like a community type of building that you're trying to do.
100%.
You guys are trying to do.
100%.
I will tell you this. I'll just give you an example. You can be in America and have no intention to move to Slowjamastan, but you can go to the website and you can look around and you can listen to the national anthem and you can feel Slowjamastani and escape all the fighting and the bickering and the divisiveness in America. Even for 20 minutes, you're in Slowjamastan, whether you're inside our land or on our website or interacting on social media. You can it's a little escape.
Okay.
Almost like VR, but in real life.
So, but is it like a foundation? Like, how you guys are able to keep managing this? Is it like an LLC, a foundation? How does that work?
Well, the smart noggin of the Sultan is over everything. And then, of course, I have fantastic staff members like my good boyhood friend and idol, Mr. Mark Corona, who picks up the slack and watches the border. He's working on the fence. What is the latest?
So far, remember, we don't have a whole lot of money right now. So
No.
the fence right now is actually the bricks. So we have about 2 layers of brick right now. We're trying to get to
How
about
tall?
100 layers.
How tall?
We're going for about 20 feet is what we're going for.
Now,
right now, 12
today.
to 20 feet. Oh, right now, only about 2 feet. It's about how we 2 feet of.
It's behind
of wall.
schedule, is what you're
It
saying.
is behind schedule. Yeah, the money's not there, so we have to work tirelessly. It's only me and my sidekick Slowjamastan. So there's a lot of work to do.
Okay, but don't you think you guys can come up with some investment or investor? People
You are
like-
number one, yes.
I was just going to say, how would you like to be?
No, for
We
real though,
welcome
like, for real though, are you guys thinking to like pitching it up and be like, hey, like in real estate investor, we should build something over here? Like, don't you think it's like?
I don't know if we have given it that much thought. Have we? We've tossed it back and forth. You've tossed it to me. I tossed it to you. Nobody's catched about yet.
It's like a hot potato.
Yes.
But no, the answer is yes. There are many opportunities. For example, you can name a state in Slowjamastan. We have 13 states. All of them have been named for an investment. Okay, you see what I'm saying? So that helped recoup the cost of the land. We have one state left. So if you'd like to name a state.
So where you're saying that within the Republican of Slowjamastan, you are selling part of the land?
Well,
No.
naming rights.
Naming rights.
Yes, it's like when you name a stadium. It's like a Wrigley Stadium. Or,
Yes.
Okay.
Or what is the big
Yeah, no land is being sold.
No.
Wrigley Field? What
And
is
how
it?
much does it cost?
Well, the last state is 10,000 American.
That's the last.
10,000.
That's the last one left.
But you can name it. So I think we should name it Makoruta State.
Yes, you get a very nice sign, a colorful sign that stands very tall. Everybody
Okay.
gets to see it that visits. It's a beautiful sign, my friend.
Okay.
Put a big red ribbon. We do a
Yes, we do a
commencement,
ceremony.
big-
Just we
big
cut the
scissors.
ribbon. Yeah.
Use promo code Sultan, save 5%.
Salt
okay? They don't-
5%.
Yes.
Oh, that's hilarious. Inflation is high. You guys are going slow. Money are not coming in so far. What do you guys are thinking to build a little bit more economy back to the country of Slowjamastan beside merchandising? Are you thinking to come up with some type of, hey guys, raising money for this cause? And then, I don't know, what do you
We
guys
have
are
our
thinking
insiders.
to?
Well, yeah, of course, there are a couple of ways. The first thing we thought we would do, we have an email list of 50,000 people. We were going to just send them a tax bill and see how many people paid, but we said, that's not a good idea. So what we are doing, the good thing about Slowjamastan is it's a chance to actually be a part of Slowjamastan, even
Yes.
more than the citizenship. So we stress that citizenship is absolutely free. Everybody on the podcast should be signing up right now. They should be already a citizen by now. It's free. It takes 30 seconds to put your information. We never spam you. Don't sell you a timeshare. It's fantastic. But if you want to actually be in part of the inner circle, a part of the parliament, maybe you've had the dream. What is your favorite food to eat?
My favorite food
Favorite
is a
food.
crab pasta with the salmon in a pink sauce.
Okay,
I
so
love that.
if you wanted to join parliament and you wanted to call yourself, I'm the
king of crab.
or the prince of pink sauce.
Yes.
Okay.
You can do it. We'll give you a web page. We'll give you a certificate. You'll be part of Slowjamastan history. It's a small fee, of course, every month.
Sure.
But there are many benefits. You get a holiday named after you after, I think, a few months. You get coins.
I was going to say, you get the
So many
coin.
benefits. Private conversation with the Sultan. You
So-
get invited to the dance party first.
And then
Okay.
the podcast, the private podcast that we do as well.
Lots of incentives.
Our
for-
weekly question.
Yes, for people
There's a
who-
lot that we do.
People who want to go the extra
Yes.
mile and be part of us, you can do it. Small fee.
When you say part of us, what do you mean?
Well, again, you can be in the parliament, you can be in the cabinet. So when we do make votes, we have a Zoom conference. You're on there. The Prince of Pink Sauce is on there to say. wait
So
a minute.
let me give you a visual. So
Yes,
if you go
please,
to the
please.
website,
Give me
if
the
you go,
vision,
yes,
because
if you
I
go to slowjamastan.org,
Okay.
you're going to click the button that says Parliament, and right there, all the people of Parliament will come up. All the pictures will come up. So if you are the Prince of Pink Salt, your big, beautiful photo would be right there with your label that says the Prince of Pink Salt.
Pink
And
sauce.
then, or sauce, I'm sorry, pink sauce. And then you'll
We
be able
put
to.
some pink sauce
yes.
too.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
We'll be able to click on your beautiful picture, and it will open up a bigger web page that talks about you and your state or your area that you represent.
Okay. Now, why should people apply for your nation and not maybe another competitor nation?
I didn't know that we had competitors.
There is no competitive.
No, I heard about Molossia. No, Molossia.
Well, that's a friend of
Oh,
ours.
that's
yes.
right. That's a
one.
friend,
Oh,
of course.
friendly.
So,
Ally.
first of all, not only is Molossia a friend and ally, they were an inspiration of
Yes, they were.
Slowjamastan.
Okay.
But when this is a good guy, yes?
Yes,
Good journalism
absolutely.
questions.
Absolutely, very good.
I went to Molossia before we established Slowjamastan, and it looked so fantastic, and it gave me inspiration for Slowjamastan. But so the one thing missing from Molossia, as a visitor, I wanted to be more of a part of it. I'm like, how do I
correct.
become a citizen? Or even I'll be honest with you, I wanted to be appointed to maybe a prince but I couldn't do it. Molossia is fun to visit. It's kind of like Disneyland, but then when you leave, you're out.
Yes.
And I said, let's create a country where people can actually become a part of it. So citizenship absolutely free, but if they want to take it up to the next level and be a prince or be a knight or be a director.
Like what I just explained, to be a part of parliament.
Yes,
Got
whatever
it.
your passion is. You can be the minister of Mexican food if you're crazy about your tacos. I'm saying food, but we have director of the press secretary. We have
Forestry, Catlandia.
Yes, we have treasurer.
Yes.
We so lots of things.
Gotcha. Now, you said that you don't believe absolutely not in democracy, but why do you guys call your nation a republic and not maybe a monarch?
Of course. Now, I did not say I don't believe in democracy, but in America, the democracy has been abused. right?
Abused.
You look at the things happening on the streets and the chaos and the vandalism and the immorality and just all of the horrible things happening to the children as well. And it's like, wow, they have abused democracy. So again, this is like a man owns a house and he says, I am the king of the castle.
Of course.
I am the Sultan of Slowjamastan.
Yes.
And so we say the Republic. I did not actually look up the definition before I named Slowjamastan. So I called it the Republic and then I found out, oops.
I did not know that until, honestly, when he said it right now, I was stuck in my head. I'm like, wait a minute, we didn't think that one out.
I already ordered business cards.
Oh, perfect.
Republic of Slowjamastan, so we're going to leave it like that.
That's amazing.
love
Now, I heard someone says that you actually dated Shakira. Is there a rumor?
My God, who told you that, man? It's true.
I
But,
have
No. So
I always say it, Shakira is my wife.
Shakira Jenkins, second grade. Remember?
Shakira Jenkins.
Second grade?
Yes, Shakira Jenkins.
The girl with special needs.
Of course.
the girl with special needs.
Nice, sweet
Very,
girl.
very nice girl, but yes, I
So
did date her.
It's not the one with the move the hips.
Well, no, she
it's
moves her
another
hips.
one.
It's
But
just she moves them in a very
different way.
She needs a cane, but yes, she still moves the hips.
We have been friends since many young years.
Yes.
We were tots in the crib playing together.
Yes.
Nah. And why? So let me ask you a question. This one can be like maybe a serious question, right? Let's just assume, right, that President Biden, as you said,
Yes, Biden.
is going to allow you to be your own nation for real, whatever, right?
Well, he doesn't need to because we are.
I was just
You're
going to
okay.
say.
Oh, you already
we
are.
are our
Yes.
own nation.
Okay.
We don't need his approval.
What if maybe Russia or China invade your country? Would it be a problem for the United States of America?
Well,
Well, maybe for the United States, not for us.
actually, that is interesting. Actually, now you think about it, they would have to pass through the United
Right.
States
Of
to
course.
get to us. So,
Of course.
by the time we were alerted, we'd probably be in the bunkers, bunkering down,
the
putting
containers.
some reruns of Nick at Night, and hopefully
Yeah, the Griffith Show.
ducking and covering. And
Is it true that in the beginning of your regime, someone invaded your country and robbed your presidential desk?
Oh, that was at the very beginning. Remember that?
yes, before we bolted it down.
Yes, we had to put it down. It was first in the dirt before. That's why.
This was the very beginning. It was a very expensive desk. We searched high and low to find it. We finally found one on Craigslist, and we put it on the land to take a little photo shoot for the gram.
Marco has really done his homework. That this guy knows more things than we do.
We came back 2 weeks later. It was gone, and so
I'm starting to wonder who really took the desk. Was it this guy?
wait a minute. Look at the
What
serial.
is-
Look at the
It looks a
serial.
little bit like what we had over there.
Check.
See the seams here.
Check the serial number on the bottom. Yes. So yes, we have, security is paramount. That's why we have the desk now. It's bolted down.
Okay.
And we cover it with a big cover.
Yes.
And then if you take the cover off, there is a very nasty note that says, "Don't take the desk, or you will be cursed with flat soda for the next 90 days." So
Yes.
who would do that?
Okay.
Nobody likes flat soda.
Okay, you guys got that clear pretty
Oh,
much.
we did.
Have everything.
Yes,
okay,
yes, we did.
fantastic.
Yes.
Great job on your
Thank
side.
you, my friend.
Fool me
Thank you.
once, shame on me. You fool me twice, shame on me.
Now, some people call you guys micronation. I hate the term as well, but
Yeah.
it's kind of Do you guys believe in? Do you think the size matter?
Of course. Size always matters, my friend.
Okay, okay.
Speak for yourself.
Nice and big or nice and long. I mean, we're talking about nation here, right?
Our land
Absolutely.
size is pretty
Land
Our
size,
land
yeah.
is
Yes.
weak,
Small rectangle.
thick.
Yes.
Yeah, thick land.
I love it. Now, what do you think is the next vision, the next 5 years for you guys?
Well,
I'm really intrigued.
Keep
about
asking. He's putting me on the spot.
Yeah, I'm really
I'm like, we're
interested.
just trying to think of the next 5 days.
Did he not hear about the lazy river?
To be honest, I feel like you guys have an incredible vision, and I think what you guys are doing is something huge. But I feel like you guys need maybe more like real estate investor coming up and building something cool. Like you guys are close to Coachella, no? Like
Sure.
I believe he wants to be an investor. I think this is where this is
I
going.
can connect you with some investor for sure.
I'll tell you, again, without giving all the secrets away, about
Please.
the lazy river, about the million citizens we're going for. We are making strides and we are spending our own money to do things like, for example, next week we'll be in Washington, D.C.
Yes.
We'll be attending the NATO summit in Washington, D.C. So
Are you guys
again,
going to apply for NATO?
possibly, we're going to see. It's very expensive, so we're looking for perhaps the how do you say, homie hookup?
Or a sponsor?
As well. But so we'll be at NATO as well. I attended a diplomat dinner in Havana, Cuba last year. We met with the mayor here in San Diego a few weeks ago as well.
Oh, I saw that. I saw the news. Yeah. What
Yes.
happened with the mayor?
Well, we were there to say hello and to introduce ourselves as well and see if we can work together on the Crocs situation as well. So again, my friend, the Italians are very aggressive. Like, what's happening next? But
Yes,
we
yes.
take it step by step,
by step.
and piece by piece. We know that Rome was not built overnight. So
Please.
again, all of these things slowly move together to build this giant republic called Slowjamastan.
Do you consider yourself a good leader?
Consider myself a fantastic leader. but
fantastic.
I will ask the people. People?
I would have to agree. I concur.
What's the consequences if someone deny or goes against your majesty?
The world may never know. no one has lived to tell the tale.
So you really think that Slowjamastan can change the world, can change the vision of some people?
I think it already has by simply providing people a smile. There are people who feel that they can't get out of their situation. Once again, they're looking around at everything happening. The world is burning. People are pooping on the streets of San Francisco. and they can go to Slowjamastan and feel good even for a few seconds and say, you know, we are a part of something. I'll tell you the funniest thing about Slowjamastan is watching the 1% of people who don't understand it.
Yes, that's the best.
Some people get angry.
Yes.
Angry. What are these people?
Like, very mad.
How is this legal? They have no imagination whatsoever. So we give them a big thumbs down, but if they can change their ways and come to Slowjamastan, they get a big hug from the Sultan.
Okay.
Yeah, the people of Slowjamastan, the Slowjamastanis, as we
Yes.
call them, they feel very inclusive within, they're part of the country. That's why they are there to begin with, and they like the events that we do, and they get away, like you're saying, they get away from all the negativity from the other countries,
Yeah.
and they come with us, and it changes everything. I told you I was doing a podcast. Please do not call me. Turn off your radio. But yes, that's what we're doing right now with the people.
Okay, that's huge. So, do you guys do you have a first lady? Do you guys have what's going on? What's
Oh, that's a good question. What do we say on that one?
Well, some of this is classified information. Of
Yes.
course, the Sultan has a small harem as well. So, that is the one question we try to dodge.
Yes,
Because,
to be careful what we say.
look, we don't want to hurt the millions of
What is our publicist?
millions of ladies out there. They would be devastated if I were
course.
to admit such a thing.
Of course.
So, look, the Sultan
we keep it open for now.
would tell you the Sultan has a lot of love to give.
Okay. Fun. And where is your headquarter?
Well, so we have to. We have a consulate
Okay.
in San Diego, California,
Yes.
to process passports, to work with Slowjamastanis in America if they have a problem as well. It's a very nice consulate here in America. And then, of course, the Sultan's headquarters is called the Rectangle Office. That is in Slowjamastan. It is how do you say open workspace? It is open space,
Okay.
collaborative. So
Yes.
I like the sunshine. I like the vitamin D. So it's the desk, no walls so far. We have also a border station in Phoenix, Arizona as well, where Mr. Mark spends
Yes.
a little bit of his time as well.
Of course,
So
yes.
Phoenix, San Diego, and of course Slowjamastan.
Okay, amazing. And now you say you visit all the country, 193,
Yes.
right? When did you start traveling?
Yes. First trip, I was a 12-year-old boy. I went down to Old Mexico with my father.
You were not a sultan at the time.
I was a little sultan. Look,
Little
I think
sultan. Okay.
everybody knew this guy was
Sultan in training.
Yes.
Sultan in training.
Biggest aspirations, but boy, I have to give you the very quick story. But I fell in love with Brazil at a young age.
Yes.
For obvious reasons,
course.
but also for the food and the culture and the Portuguese as well. I visited Brazil, ended up moving there as well.
For how long?
This was when I was a medium-sized sultan. I was in Brazil for 2 years. I still have a little apartment there, aka the Brazilian consulate of Slowjamastan. But in Brazil, that was my first taste of travel. So I said, I want to see all of South and Central America by the time I turned 40.
Yes.
I did that, and then I said, let me see the world. So here we are. Last year, I finished my last country. So all of them.
Which was the last country?
Turkmenistan. Fantastic place.
Okay. What's the most shocking culture that you got?
The most
from,
shocking? Well,
that
I'll-
city?
Good question.
I'll tell you, biggest surprise was Bangladesh. Many people told me they did not like Bangladesh. It was their least favorite country.
Yes.
So I went with low
I
expectations.
don't understand. What is wrong with Ladesh?
What's that?
What is wrong with Ladesh?
No, it's a country called Bangladesh. It's not what
Oh,
you're
I'm
thinking.
sorry. I thought you said you're Bangladesh.
No, for
Oh,
sure
I
not.
apologize. I was
No.
trying to. What is wrong with Ladesh?
I
Did you
went-
Bangladesh?
That's what I thought. That's what we were talking about. I'm so sorry. Then I didn't know it was a country.
I arrived in Bangladesh and I was low expectations. One night only. I wanted to get in and out quickly. It turned out to be one of my favorite countries
Wow.
in the entire world. So that to me was, preconceived idea. People telling me don't go there. Also places like scary places. You think maybe Syria is very scary, but Syria has.
What about North Korea?
Let me finish the Syria story. Syria was absolutely fantastic. And then North Korea, thank you so much, was one of the most fascinating trips. 3 nights in Pyongyang, in North Korea.
How do you enter in North Korea?
So many people think, oh, you just went to the DMZ to wave over. before Trump made the law that Americans can't go, it was free for Americans to go. And in fact, it was encouraged by the North Koreans because they wanted to show off their nice things as well. So it was a tour. And you're with the government minder 24 hours a day. You cannot go on by yourself. So they show you what they want you to see.
Okay.
It was fantastic.
Okay. So it's kind of the movie, The Interview.
And that mixed with the Truman Show.
Okay.
The Interview, yes. I remember the movie. Good movie.
Wow, fantastic.
It was fantastic. I liked it.
And then what do you see a lot of difference between South Korea and North Korea?
It is the biggest contrast ever because in North Korea, everybody is, big dictator there. They have to have the same haircut, no beards, no tattoos.
So you went shaved?
No. Tourists can.
Oh, tourists
But the people that are very straight and narrow, it's almost like it's the 1940s. Slacks, no tattoos, no purple hair.
I did not know that. Very interesting.
But also no graffiti, no trash on the road. You go to South Korea, it's very Americanized, rock and roll, jeans torn, nose piercings, crazy. Everybody can do that.
Is that where the see this question? Is this where the K-pop comes from?
K-pop is South Korea, yes.
South Korea?
Correct.
Yeah.
So yes,
Interesting.
big contrast.
Fantastic. And then you said you went to Italy also.
Of course, many times. in
Many
Italy.
times.
Yes, many times.
What's your favorite Italian place?
Okay, it's a good question. I don't like going where the tourists are.
Sure.
So I will tell you, as beautiful as Rome is, and also Venice as well.
Too chaotic.
It's gorgeous, but it's tourists everywhere.
Yes.
I like to be among the people.
Yes.
When I went to Genova, I looked like I was the only foreigner. I was among the local people.
Yes.
I read the funicular to the top. I walked in the markets, and all I saw was Italians or the immigrants that now lives in Italy. I did not see any tourists. Nobody in the Birkenstocks or the Crocs.
Yes.
Taking family photos. So I liked it. It was good. Yes.
Okay. Fantastic. Have you been to Sicily?
I have. Yes, it was
I'm
fantastic.
from
as
Sicily.
Well. Sicily is wonderful.
Have you got the granita?
Carnitas?
The granita. So
No.
it's like a fruity type of thing. It's a kind of a dessert and comes with a brioche.
Ooh.
And then you sip on it and then you eat it. It's like
Why didn't you have that ready for us when we got here?
it's not imported yet. Not imported yet.
Okay.
But it's one of the best things that you can have. Usually people like during the summertime, they have the granita in the morning. Fantastic. It's
It
the
sounds
best.
fantastic.
It does.
It is.
It does.
It tastes even better.
We do. Wow, fantastic.
It tastes even better.
We'll have to
and
do it
then,
sometime.
yes. And then tell me about the Bologna story. I heard your non so much secret agent whispering something about a Bologna story.
Yes.
You cannot keep a secret.
We have to renew the
Yes.
the agreement with the secret agent.
course.
Yeah.
Well, the Sultan ventured on his own to see the country of San Marino. San Marino is much like Slowjamastan. San Marino, for our viewers, is a small country like Slowjamastan, surrounded by Italy. So you have to fly into Italy to go to San Marino. I rented a car. I think it was a Kia. And I'm like, look at me, I'm going to drive to San Marino. So I got on the freeway of Bologna. And it is a very interesting system. As you enter the freeway, they give you there is a gate and they give you a ticket. You take the ticket, the gate opens. The ticket basically tells when you got on the freeway, to how much to charge you. So then I exited. 20 minutes later, I come to another gate. You put the ticket in, and then it tells you how to pay. It says you owe this many euros. So I put my American credit card in, and it started beeping, and it said error. And then this guy came on the speaker, ragazzi, in Italy, and he's talking very, very fast. I'm like, I don't know, I'm just an American trying to pay. And the short story is the freeway got backed up for like 5 miles, the trucks. And
Terrible.
of course, the Italians, they are one to yell. Of
course.
So they were yelling very rude things at the Sultan. And I was just trying to leave, but there was a gate, and I couldn't go. And finally, a nice man behind me went and helped me out and pushed the button, and I paid, and I was on my way. But I never want to do that
So
again.
all it was just a push of a button.
Push it over. Do you guys have any dangerous bomb? Maybe like a nuclear bomb? Or do you guys don't have it yet?
In Slowjamastan?
In Slowjamastan.
Well, we do. We have many. I have the codes and the keys and put everything there. But if you step on one of our landmines, unfortunately, sometimes it will explode with a bunch of Mexican candy and confetti.
Okay.
So you want to be careful. I believe there's a video out there of somebody who did it, and you can see what happened. But you want to be careful when you're. We have landmine signs everywhere, let you know where not to step.
Well, I mean, that's the good news. We do
Yes.
have landmines, but these are not landmines that will maim you for life. They will just give you a little scare. People step on the landmines. It is a big sound, and poof, a
Yes.
bunch of Mexican candy and confetti.
Okay.
Shoots out everywhere. It's quite startling. But then it's a sweet surprise because then you have a piece of candy you can eat. Have you tried the Mexican candy?
I have not.
At first, it's sweet, and then you hit the chili. It's very spicy. Surprise. So
So there's the same effect. The candy
yes.
Mexican candy effect.
absolutely.
I heard that you got detained once in San Bernardino. Is that a true story?
Man, it's spreading everywhere. Everybody knows about it.
Well, it was quite embarrassing.
It was embarrassing for
What
the country.
happened? What
No
happened?
doubt. I was in San Bernardino, California. I was
Yes.
driving in the Border Patrol truck, and suddenly a U.S. police officer sees me. They pull me over by this Mexican restaurant, and they start questioning, and they're saying that I am impersonating a U.S. Border Patrol agent. And I'm trying to tell them I am not a U.S. Border Patrol agent. I am a Border Patrol agent for Slowjamastan. They did not believe me. They removed me from my car. They put the handcuffs on me. They threw me in the back of their vehicle. I had to call the Sultan. The Sultan was on the phone. The Sultan immediately called their chief and their boss. Their chief shows up and says, that is Chief Border Patrol Agent Mark Corona. Let him out. And of course, the San Bernardino police was embarrassed. They apologized, and they sent me on my way.
Wow.
It was just a little misunderstanding
talk
on their
about
part.
having huevo on your face, you know,
Of course.
The police. I mean,
Of course.
it is a scar that has marked that department.
Yes.
Ever since, they've never been
course.
the same. I imagine the morale is slowly building back
Yes.
up after the
Yes.
incident happened.
Luckily, there was video from the restaurant they put me over at, so we were able to show all the facts
Okay.
of what happened. So the video is there for people to see. But just everybody asks.
Fantastic. You guys have 2 vehicles. You guys show up today with 2 vehicles.
We have many
Correct.
vehicles, but you saw
how
two
many?
of them today.
Yeah, how many you guys have?
We have under 100 vehicles.
Okay.
We have, I'll tell you, the beautiful Border Patrol
Of course.
vehicle that you have. It's green
Yeah,
and
I
white.
saw that.
Yes.
And it's a big truck. It's very, very manly, very...
Just
it
makes a splash everywhere.
It patrols the borders for
Yes.
the Crocs.
Okay.
Let's see. I have my car. It's the federal car. I don't. In America, I can't call it a police car.
Correct.
So we call it a cruiser. It's the black and white.
Yes.
And once again, it is also for. So he keeps the borders clear of the Crocs.
Correct.
In case they make it past you, I am the last line of defense in the cop
Yes.
car.
Border Patrol is the first line of defense for Slowjamastan.
Okay.
We also have a beautiful fire truck.
Okay.
Because we are not going to start building unless we can defend against the fire.
Okay.
Big, beautiful red fire truck. I believe it's a 1984. How did you say a classic? It's an oldie
Yes,
but a goodie.
an oldie but goodie.
It's beautiful. It's always shined up. It has on the side, it has the motto is where the hose at. HOSE, the hose. And the hose is located in the top. And you just plug it in the fire hydrant and you can quench the situation.
You guys can use it. It's
course.
usable.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Of course it
Okay.
is. Yes.
Fantastic. Wow.
One day we'll give you a ride, my friend, or maybe we'll
Please.
splash you with the hose.
I don't know this person.
He loves the hose.
I thought don't you love the hose?
How do you spell that? Is Slowjamastan?
Have you ever been splashed by the hose before?
Many times.
It's a gusher, let me tell you. Yes.
They teach us in Italy how to make
yes.
the fire extinguisher growing up. That's why we're famous in Italy. Yeah.
Oh, the hose.
How do you? But I also heard that you guys have like a training camp where you guys are training your security. Tell me a little bit more about that part.
Don't give away all the secrets, please.
Don't tell me all the secrets.
So I should not talk about the wedgie?
Which one?
The Slowjamastan wedgie?
Oh, the wedgie of death?
Yes.
That's the secret move, tell him.
Okay. Well, we have that's one of the part of the training is the wedgie of death. The wedgie of death, yes.
Okay.
It was recently implemented, but the Sultan can tell you a little bit more about that. It is not pleasurable, I'll tell you that much.
Yes. No, we have our own style of fighting, but we can't.
Yes.
That's all we'll say.
That's why I said I don't know how much you want to say.
That's
but
all I want to say. So
Okay.
yes, we have different moves and things to do. And it's to preserve life, but also send a message at the same time.
Of course.
Okay,
Yes,
that
we
makes
think,
sense.
we think life is precious, but we like to teach a lesson.
Do you guys have your own religion? Is Slowjamastan?
No, it's
No,
open.
of course
It's
not.
open. You can, yes.
Okay. Open.
As long I think to get serious again, as long as you respect one another.
Sure. It's funny because they were asking us that this morning as well.
I mean,
the table next to us.
Look, our philosophy on religion and
Politics
sex,
and all that?
politics and sex. Look, as we say this. Look, I don't care if you like to fuck monkeys, just don't fuck my monkey.
Okay.
That's it.
What's the name of your monkey?
That's it. That's it.
Oh, that's fantastic. Wow, you guys are really creative. That's amazing. And then this one is your currency.
Yeah, the doubles you can see.
Can I see it?
Yes, of course. And you can see though. Each serial number is different. Look at this. Look at the numbers.
That's your face right there.
This is
the
my
donkey.
body and the donkey. So we
The donkey is not his face. He's his face on the
with
donkey.
the donkey. Yeah.
we rented the donkey just for the artist rendering. I had to sit on the donkey for 3 hours. Well,
Just
he painted.
about something like that. Yes.
But you see the serial.
You have to be very
Yeah, I
still,
see
very
the serious
still.
number.
Serial numbers is different on each one.
Oh, wow.
That way they cannot be counterfeited.
I see why you guys are under inflation. I know why you guys are. Inflation is pretty high.
This is the one double with the raccoon
that's-
on the back, Slowjamastan.
That's fantastic.
I did not know there are companies you can rent tanks. We rented a rent-a-tank for this artist rendering as well.
Did you by any chance bring the coins?
Did not bring the
Did
coins.
not
my
bring the
friends,
coins. I left mine in the portable.
The United Territories of the Southern Nation of the People's Republic of Slowjamastan.
Yeah, very short name.
That's fantastic. 2022. Okay, the series 2022.
Yes.
The doubles. How much is one doubles at the moment?
1-to-1.
1-to-1.
Yes, 1-to-1.
Wow. That's good. Is in the stock market yet or not yet?
Not yet.
Not yet. Let me know whenever it's going to be in the stock market.
You keep saying, do you want to invest or not?
I believe this guy's ready.
I can connect you with some powerful individual. Yes, 100%.
Let's start with naming a state. Yes,
Yes,
shall we?
let's start with
I
that.
have
And
the
then
paperwork with me.
I see your left cheek over here is different than the right cheek. What happened? I heard some story about J-Lo. Is it true?
Yes, well, the year was 2002, and that is the time that I was graciously kissed on the cheek by a young lady named Jennifer Lopez, and I think that was 4 husbands ago. I never forgot that moment. Also been kissed by, I have the photos to prove it. We can put it on the B-roll. You'll have the B-roll, yes?
Yeah.
Tony Braxton gave me a kiss as well. The rapper Trina, Mary J. Blige, Paula Abdul. Sultan loves
I believe Vanilla Ice also give you a kiss?
Who?
Vanilla Ice gave you a kiss
No,
as well?
no, he didn't.
Or was that
Vanilla
this? Jay-Z? Jay-Z gave you the
He
kiss.
gave me a pound.
Pound. Good pounding, huh?
How did you met them?
Well, in the Sultan's previous life, he's a radio DJ.
Okay.
Since the tender age of 15 years old, starting in Tucson, Arizona, making his way up to Hollywood and Los Angeles and many big markets. So he runs radio stations, a successful syndicated slow jams and love songs dedication show. Who's counting? But over 240 radio stations broadcast the show each week with a weekly audience of just over
But
5
he doesn't
million.
keep track.
Yes. So
Fantastic.
it's the Sultan's other life. He's Ardub from Sunday Night Slow Jams.
And I saw you also went on Shark Tank.
Yes, I did.
Tell me about that.
Fantastic. Well, Shark Tank was one of the best days of my life. I like to tell people, imagine your favorite show, and then you get to guest star on your favorite show. So, for example, I know, Mark, your favorite show is Three's Company.
Yes.
But could you imagine if you got a starring role in Three's Company? And you
That would
were,
be fantastic.
You know, right next to the Regal Beagle and
Yes.
Jack Tripper and
Of
Janice.
course. And the blonde lady.
For me, it was
Crazy.
Shark Tank. I always wanted to be on the show, so I raised my hand. I said I'd like to go on Shark Tank and tell the sharks about my radio show, and so they allowed me to come on. I came on with a Grammy winner, Brian McKnight, who brought his guitar and sang a little song to the sharks. We did a little publicity. It was a good time.
Nice. How many years ago?
That was 2013. So
2013.
over 10 years. Yes.
You should start your own movie, man. You guys should start your own movie.
Well,
or SATIRE or something like that.
we've been talking about the movie. We've been talking about the TV show as well. And we've been approached by major agencies. So right now we are still
In talks.
trying to figure
The
things out. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you guys
Yes.
need any Italians, helping you guys out or
We
something?
need an Italian investor.
Of
So
course,
Italian
Italian
investors.
investors to get us going.
You like the euro currency, yeah? You like the...
We'll take it.
We'll take it.
Now, I've been a traveler as well, and I can relate with many what you said before. What do you think is the craziest experience that you always that you had
Of course.
in any type of country?
Well, there is many, but for me, here is the good news, because people always ask me this question. They say, what is the one thing you've learned when traveling? And this is the Sultan being serious for a second. I've learned the world is not as a dangerous place as the news would say it to me. So, for example, my entire lifetime, I've listened to the news, and I'll use Algeria for an example.
Sure.
Anytime growing up, Algeria was ever mentioned, it was always something
Bad
bad. It was
connotation.
Dan Rather or Tom Brokaw talking about the terrorists were trained in Algeria.
Yes,
So when
yes.
it was time for me to go to Algeria, I'll be honest, I was a little frightened because just the name, Algeria. Algeria turned out to be one of the most beautiful places ever. Cosmopolitan, gorgeous people, fantastic food. I cannot wait to go back. So that is the good lesson, is the world is not as dangerous as the news tells everybody. So don't be afraid of going places.
Have you ever had a death-like experience in some countries?
So, that being said, I will tell you the one country that is absolutely dangerous, unfortunately, it's a failed state. It is Somalia. And I don't insult any Somalians, because I'll tell you, I know many Somalis here in the United States. They're great people. But sadly, it's a failed state. There is no central government in Somalia. And so the occurrences of bombings and terrorisms, they can't get a handle on it. So if you come with a skin like yours or mine to Somalia, they target you immediately and you're in great danger. In Somalia, I had to hire a security company, kind of like these guys, but with big guns. I was in an armored car, a truck in front of me with 5 soldiers that worked for me, just to ensure my safety. And so it was very, I was very anxious and very nervous, even stopping to get out and look at the market or look at the square. So I was okay, luckily, but a friend of mine succumbed to terrorism maybe 2 years ago as well. And so I opened up a Twitter, and I thought it was her making a tweet about terrorism, and it was a story about her being targeted. So again, Sultan being very serious for a second. Somalia is very dangerous, but beautiful people, and I would love to go back.
How long you stay in Somalia for?
2 nights, very quick.
2
In and
nights.
out, in a compound,
Just in and out.
secured, yes.
Wow.
Yes. But other places that people would see dangerous, I went to Syria, I loved it. Iraq was fantastic, Libya. There are so many just beautiful, fantastic places to go. And
I'd like to point out, in Iraq, you went to visit the, what was the president's, the palace? Was it Iraq? Was it Iraq that the dictator that was he's no longer here.
Saddam Hussein.
Saddam Hussein.
Yeah.
I could not think of his name.
Went to Saddam Hussein
Yes,
palace.
to the castle, correct? Or the
palace, yeah.
Yes, the palace.
When he was already dead?
Yes, of course. Yes.
Okay.
It would be cool when he was there. It would be nice. Have a little dance.
Before he got decapitated.
Little dance party with the Sultan.
That's amazing. Wow. You guys are full of innovation, and you guys are full of stories.
Full of shit, usually.
Full of BS as well. We're full of a lot of things.
Full of ourselves.
Full of ourselves.
Full of delusion.
It's very delusional.
Right now, full of burritos. We had a Mexican down the street earlier. Full of gas, I can tell you.
That's hilarious. And then Japan. What do you think about Japan?
Again, Sultan being serious, Japan is absolutely fantastic. My favorite part of Japan, I like to say I take a little bit of every country, and you can ask me one tidbit about each country, and I can tell you something really quick. Japan, it's the culture and the respect that they have for each other. The fact that there is not a piece of trash on the ground anywhere, and there are also no trash cans.
There is no trash
Love that.
can. Yeah.
So
Fantastic. That's amazing.
I'm eating a Japanese Snickers, and I have the wrapper, and where do I throw it away? You know?
Yeah.
Put it in your pocket and take it home. But the way people are so civil to each other, and they
carrying
are
it back.
polite. And my best vision, my favorite vision was leaving on the plane, and as the plane was backing out on the tarmac, the ground crew together all did a bow simultaneously to the plane, to the passengers. And a little
Beautiful.
Sultan tear rolled down my cheek.
Beautiful.
I love Japan.
Yeah, I was there last year for my birthday, actually, and I noticed the same thing. There are no piece of trash in there,
Beautiful.
but there is also no trash can. And ask what happened. And they said that back in 2011, there was a terrorist attack, and the bomb was inside the trash can. So that's why in Japan, like
Really?
in Tokyo, you don't see any trash can.
Interesting.
Yes.
Very.
Wow,
Yeah.
I
fantastic.
learned something here
Please
today.
make a note. No trash cans in Slowjamastan. Starting now, okay?
Right now. No more. We're going to take them all down.
It was a close one.
That was very, very close.
And then Randy is the character of your radio show.
It was my government name, yes. No, RDub.
RDub.
RDub, yes.
Okay.
Which stands for Randy Williams.
Randy
RW,
Williams.
RDub, yes.
Okay. And then what's the channel? How can people listen?
Of course. Well, the best way is to go to slowjams.com.
Okay.
There is a list of all 240 radio stations that air the program. On the program, you won't recognize my voice because I talk with the American accent to fool the people.
Okay.
So I've been able to successfully infiltrate 240 broadcast radio stations all across America and in 17 countries.
Okay.
Yes, and I play slow jams. Boyz II Men, Usher, Alicia Keys, Marvin Gaye. We get very sexy, very slow. People call in with their dedications. They say, I love you, Sultan. And to
The entire time he's able to maintain his American accent. It's brilliant. I do not know how he does it.
It's good. Yes.
Incredible.
I talk soft, very sexy.
Do you play any instrument?
Instrument, yes, I play the triangle.
I play the doorbell.
Fantastic, it's good. We can do a little two-man band.
So play the cowbell.
He plays the skin flute.
The skin flute.
When did you start the radio?
When I was 15 years old.
15?
Little tot, yes.
Why?
Yes. Well, Mark as well. We started when we were little kids.
Together?
Because
Yes.
we were both chronic attention seekers. And we also love music.
Nothing has changed.
we realized there is actually a job where you can play your favorite música, as they say in Espanol, and talk as well, and make the jokes, and talk to the people, and make the appearances, and host the club nights. the rum shaker contests. So yeah, it was obvious.
That is actually how we met, working in radio together. It's how we met, and then we worked at one radio station together, and we became friends at that one radio station. That was a bilingual radio station, and he was able to speak Espanol, which was brilliant.
Fantastic. Do you speak Spanish?
I do, my friends. My first language.
Oh, lovely.
Yes, I did not know a word of English. I still don't, but I try my best.
You have an incredible accent.
Oh, thank you, my friend.
The radio industry is fantastic for people that don't have talent like me and Mark.
Yes, of course.
We rely on the other people's talent. We simply push the button, make the announcement. It's like everybody thinks, look what a good DJ you are, but it's not much work.
Is it classified, the age of both of you?
I don't know. You're breaking up. Can you say it again?
Is it classified, your age?
You're
I don't think
cutting
his
up. I don't
microphone
hear
is
you.
working very well.
No, it doesn't work.
The microphone's not working at all.
Not working, no?
Don't know what you said.
Okay. Any age? What's your age? What's your
hear
guys'
you.
age?
What?
That's
no
a song,
age.
right? What's your age? What's your age? Is that the song?
Yes, Blink-183.
Blink-183. That's what it is. Yes.
Okay.
I don't mind to say it. I am 47 years old.
47.
47 years young,
Oh,
yes.
wow.
Yeah.
Lovely.
How about you, my
I'm
friend?
48, my friend.
48.
Yes.
Okay.
You are how old?
Say it again.
How old are you, my friend?
How old do you think I am?
Dude, you don't
I'm
ask
going to
me
say
that question.
28, 29 years old, under 30.
Perfecto. You got it. Yes. I can see your secret agent
course.
are speaking
Of
loudly, yeah?
course.
You have a really good border patrol.
Yes, it's the Border Patrol instinct.
All right. So it was incredible pleasure meeting you.
Same here, Marco, very much, man. Appreciate
Thank you for
having us here.
being here. And it was incredible. Thank you for sharing the story about, how you guys were able to travel the world, childhood friend, and now you guys are building something that it's for some people foolish, other people see it more deeply and see, hey, you know what? Like I think he's right when it comes to there is too much division nowadays. Let's be all one country. Let's be all, and I think that's what the real purpose of
For sure.
your intention is,
Yes.
right?
Well, and the good news, we'll discuss all of this on the podcast. So it starts when? When does the podcast start?
Which
When does he hit the record? When do we start?
Oh, we're gonna start pretty soon.
Okay.
Okay,
Yes,
good.
we're gonna
Perfect.
start pretty
Perfect.
soon.
We're ready to
Perfect.
go.
I can't wait. It was such a great discussion. Can't wait
Yes.
for the podcast.
We start now. Yes,
Yes.
here we go. Podcast is starting in 5,
All right.
4, 3, 2. Action.
start
Start it
right
right now. Here we go.
Thank you
you
so
so much,
much,
my friend.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it. Thank you very much.
It was great.